Hey, this is Bill for Sparky channel. Has a little bit of disagreement in a comment section, and the thing is, these EMT pieces here and the metal boxes are an equipment grounding conductor. And so, one argument was that when the receptacle was installed in this box, it was the EMT equipment grounding conductor that brought the grounding to the receptacle. And the other party felt that this long green wire here, which is also an equipment grounding conductor, was the one that was going to be responsible for grounding this receptacle. So let's go to the code book, and there's a good settlement for this, and let's see what it is. So here we have 250.118 types of equipment grounding conductors. And right down here we have a copper aluminum or copper clad aluminum conductor that is solid or stranded, insulated. That pretty well does it right there. That wire is this right here. So that green wire is an EGC. And then right down here, number 4, electric metallic tubing. So the EMT is also an EGC. Now let's go to the very first comment here. Each equipment grounding conductor run with or enclosing circuit conductors shall be one or more or a combination of the following as part of an effective ground fault current path. So here's our answer right here. We have a combination. We have the, right down here, the EMT, electrical metallic tubing, and we have number 1, which is a wire which is insulated in copper and so forth. So these two are going to work together as a combination, and it's going to make an effective ground fault current path. So it's not that one is considered to be predominant over the other. They're just both part of an effective ground fault current path. Hope that helps.